are you? Today, I brought a wonderful recipe for your lunch or dinner, a complete meal, way lower in carbs, rich in fiber, high in protein. You're going to love it. The flavor is amazing. It's easy to make, the whole family will love it, and it's budget friendly too. I'll give you some really great tips here, so stay until the end. You won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you if you'd like to lose weight, and if so, how much? I'm asking because this recipe is perfect if you're in the process of losing weight, whether you're following a low-carb diet or a calorie deficit, eating fewer calories, or even if you just want to maintain your weight. It all depends on what and how much you eat, of course, as always, right? So write it down for me. I'd love to see your comment. Go ahead and like the video. That really helps me a lot. And share it with someone who will enjoy it or needs it. Let's spread this chain of kindness because that's what I want here on the channel. To get the ingredients, take a look down in the description. I always leave them there for you. So I'm going to turn on my stove here, add a drizzle of olive oil, and before anything else, I'll start browning my onion in the olive oil so it gets well sauteed and nicely golden. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown the onion. As soon as it's softened, I'll come back to add the other ingredients. Now, I'm going to add the minced garlic. Wait 15 minutes beforehand to activate the allicin, which is the bioactive compound in garlic that brings us so many benefits. I have many videos about this on the channel. I'm going to add the salt here as well, because this helps draw out more moisture from the sauté and makes it brown much faster. Now, I'm going to add a really nice mixture. I'm going to add the ground beef now, regular beef, a very lean cut. When you go to buy the meat, ask the butcher to grind it for you, and then you can choose a lean cut. Avoid those meats that are already sold pre-packaged, because those are usually fattier cuts. And in some places, they even add breadcrumbs to them. So ideally, you should try to use real meat, freshly ground. And to boost the fiber content and lower the cost, I'm going to add some pre-cooked lentils here. Remember that lentils are a legume, which are also high in protein, contain soluble fiber, are wonderful for our health, and their flavor goes really well here. You can see how much this yields. When we combine the meat and lentils, it becomes more interesting from a nutritional standpoint and much more economical than if all of this were just meat. I'll keep mixing it, waiting for both to finish cooking together here. The smell is so good. Hold on, I'll be right back. Now let's make the batter part, which will be like a savory stuffed pie, but instead of using potatoes, I'm using cooked cauliflower. If you want to use half potato and half cauliflower, that works too. I chose only cauliflower because I want to reduce the amount of carbs, and cauliflower is perfect for that. I'm going to add the eggs here to beat together, and I'll add the seasonings. I'm going to add a little salt, a bit of paprika, a bit of nutmeg, and a bit of black pepper. This will give it that restaurant quality flavor. And cauliflower is really great because it has very few net carbs, lots of fiber, plenty of antioxidants, and a very neutral flavor, so it will go really well with this. Let's blend this well so it gets really smooth. So, to assemble everything, I grabbed a dish here and I'm going to put part of our mixture in it. I added a little olive oil to make sure nothing sticks. And you saw how amazing my ground beef turned out, right? Remember, if you want, you can use chicken or you can make it with lentils, carrots, peas, other vegetables, and so on. It's really up to you. The idea here is to put half of the batter, then the ground beef filling, and then the other half, just like a stuffed pie. So this recipe ends up being really good for people who don't like or aren't used to eating vegetables every day. It's a great option. So we spread it like this, and then I add the ground beef on top. So now I'm going to add the ground beef, and the ratio turns out really nice, you see? Because we can see the lentils here and everything, but it looks pretty balanced, you know? It's not going to be just lentils, so it's a good option. And also remember that you can vary the seasonings, right? In fact, if you like Middle Eastern food, you can add some cumin, some Syrian pepper, something different here. So I'm going to add my layer of meat and then I'll put the rest of the cauliflower on top. After that, we'll put it in the oven to get a nice gratin. Hold on, I'll be right back. So now we just need to add the rest here, right? Which is the top layer, and then we'll put it in the oven to bake. Just a quick reminder, I have lots of playlists here on the channel with helpful tips and recipes. You'll find plenty of quick and easy low-carb, low-calorie recipes, as well as playlists focused on weight loss, blood sugar management, reducing inflammation, and much more. Check out the links in the description below. So I'm going to finish covering this here, and in just a bit, I'll show you how it's turning out. Hold on. Now I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil on top and decorate it with my fork to make it look nice. I'll just show you how I'm going to do it here, just so you understand. You take a large fork or whatever you have and make some little stripes like this. I'm going to finish brushing on the olive oil. It's a nice way to get a gratin effect without using cheese. And I'll finish making the markings, put it in the oven, and I'll be right back. It's quick, okay? Hold on a second. Look how beautiful it turned out, and the smell is wonderful. It goes in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, depending on whether you want it more golden or not. I'm going to grab my spoon so we can try this dish. Hold on. I'm dying to try it. Look at this consistency. Make it at home. You're going to love it for sure. Just look at this. So tell me, what filling are you going to eat with this? What are you going to put inside? I'd love to see your comment. And look at this amazing consistency. Make it at home. You're going to love it. Take a moment to like the video now and share it with anyone you think will enjoy it. Let's spread this chain of kindness because that's what I want here on the channel. It turned out delicious. This is one of the best savory pies I've ever made. This lentil and meat filling is truly amazing. The texture of the lentils is very similar to the texture of the meat, and the flavors really complement each other. It's wonderful. Make it at home. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.